What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good. Anthony K. Thomas from Wrestling with Rumors, and Tuesday was a good night. Whether you chose to watch AEW Title Tuesday or NXT Showdown, whatever you chose to watch, I hope you had a good time because Tuesday was a good time for pro wrestling fans. So I really hope all you had a good time. So let's run through it as quick as I can. So we start with NXT Showdown. NXT Showdown was the Hardys versus Stark State, title for title, winner takes all. And this is one of those matches where I was very happy to see the Hardys take it all. Keep their TNA Tag Team Championships, but also become the new NXT Tag Team Champions. This is a championship they hadn't won, and they finally won it. And this puts TNA on the board first in this showdown. And it was also very cool, very good to see that a team from TNA taking championships that were NXT back to TNA. So it was very cool to see. So I was very happy for the Hardys, especially now that they're going on to Bound for Glory, and they're going to be going into Bound for Glory against Team 3D one last time in a table match with the TNA championships on the line, but walking into Bound for Glory with both TNA and NXT Tag Team Championships. Very cool to see. Up next was NXT versus TNA, the Women's Survivor Series match. And in this match, as good as a match this match was all Team NXT for the women. The women of Team NXT were a better team than the team of the Knockouts of TNA. Good match. Everything tied up now, 1-1. We move on to a match I personally was really looking forward to, very excited for, Mustafa Ali versus Ethan Page, North American Championship. And this was a match that I was very excited to see because in a way, this was a match that we were supposed to see back in 2023 when Dominic Mysterio was the North American champion, but Mustafa Ali got released. We come back at it a couple years later. We got this partnership between TNA and NXT, and things happen how they happen. It's a beautiful thing to see. And Mustafa Ali finds himself in an opportunity at a shot, finally, no interruptions, North American Championship. And that's what we got. And we got a banger of a match from start to finish. Match of the night for sure. Easy for me. Match of the night. Mustafa Ali did not win the North American Championship. I was hoping he was going to win the North American Championship. I feel like it would have just been a hell of a moment to see that. But Ethan Page did win with a little help from a tangled up mic cord on Mustafa Ali's foot, which kept Mustafa Ali from doing a high flying move from the top rope. It was what it was. I really hope we run this match back. Probably not at Halloween Havoc, but hopefully before the end of this year, I'm hoping to see this match again. As long as we have this TNA partnership, I really hope they run this match back. I would love to see it again. Match of the night for sure. TNA takes the lead 2-1. We go into the main event. Team TNA versus Team NXT Men's Survivor Series match. And this was a good match as well. This was a solid main event. And you get to the final two for Team NXT, which was Trick Williams and Ricky Saints. But Trick Williams, midway towards the end of that match, ditches Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints runs the rest of the match like it's a freaking gauntlet match as he's taking on remaining members of Team TNA, and he eliminated some guys from Team TNA, but Team TNA won this match. MVP Ricky Saints, absolutely, because even after Trick Williams left, he kept going. Ricky Saints kept going. So, great match, but this match ends in a tie. NXT 2, TNA 2. That can't be. Hopefully, we get a PLE, an NXT PLE called Invasion. Hopefully, that Invasion name gets used later on this year and we get something like that. You never know. But I'm holding on to the idea that it could happen. So, we'll see. Next week for NXT, real quick, it's going to be taped. NXT next week is going to be a taped episode as they were taping next week's episode right after Showdown. So next week, we have Josh Briggs versus Matt Cardona. This is a match that I was hoping we would have saw for Showdown, but we're getting it. We're still getting the match. It's just happening next week. It's all good. Also next week, Dr. Wagner from AAA. Dr. Wagner Jr. from AAA will be taking on Lexis King, Zarya versus Blake Monroe, and a battle royal to determine the number one contender for JC Jane's NXT Women's Championship match. In that battle royal will be some knockouts from TNA, so it's going to be a good time next week for NXT as well. Now let's move on very quickly to AEW Title Tuesday. All I will say about AEW Title Tuesday is it was a decent show from start to finish. Yeah, I'll just say that it was a decent show. The ending, I felt like the ending could have been done a little differently. I feel that Pac in his match against Orange Cassidy, I feel that Pac should have just been counted out, because once Darby Allin had Pac locked up in handcuffs on the railing, I feel that Pac should have been struggling trying to get out, but been counted out of that match. And then whatever came next in the shenanigans that went down between Darby Allin and the Death Riders, it would have been fine that they could have kept going on that. But as far as the match concerns in that main event, I feel that it should have just ended in a count out instead of Pac getting pinned and taking the L from Orange Cassidy. But it was what it was. And next week, AEW will be a 3-hour show, as they are combining both Dynamite and Collision into one 3-hour show. So whatever you chose to watch, AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday or NXT Showdown, or if you chose to watch both, Tuesday night was a good time, and I hope whatever you chose to watch, one or the other or both, I hope you had a good time. I'm Anthony K. Thomas from Wrestling with Rumors, and I will see you on the next one. Peace, y'all.